Good evening and welcome to Netzach Yisrael Daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch Shir. We are starting today Siman Yud Tes Dine Mashiv Baruch Talamata Yalev Yavoy Va'anenu, and there are 14 Yud Dalet Seifim. Seif Aleph. So a Choref in the winter, Oimrim Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem. We say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem, which means Esrei. And we start in the Musaf of Shmona Esrei, Hashamash Machriz Mikredim. Before we daven Shmona Esrei, the Shamash the Gabba announces beforehand Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem, and we start saying Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem. Vim lo yichriz. However, if he, for whatever reason, he didn't make this announcement, you won't say it. No one says it in the quiet Shemona Esrei, if that is the case. A sick person who is davening alone in the house, or people in a village where there isn't a minyan, they wait until a time where there has definitely been the city which is nearest by, I would imagine, has davened, where they have certainly davened the Tefillah Musaf. V'az Yispalu Gam Hema Musaf V'yomu. That's where at that point they start davening Tefillah Musaf and they say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem. V'oimrim oisay ad Musaf Yom Rishon Shel Pesach. We say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem up until the Musaf of first day Pesach. You'll say it in the quiet Shmona Esrei of Musaf. However, the Shliach Tzibur in the Chazaras chats will stop saying it. And the subsequent tefillahs, as in Mincha and onwards, since they have heard the Shliach Tzibur refraining from saying it, so too they'll stop as well. Someone who is davening b'yachidus yaktin hispal os b'tfilas musaf b'chdei adayin lo pasach hashliach tzibur mil'ama b'yaros. They've got to do it early enough at a point where it's definitely not be completed by a chazan. Since if the chazan would have, if it had been a time where the chazan would definitely have finished, you don't say it afterwards, in which case they've got to make sure they say the silent Shemona Esrei beforehand in order they do say it. Yesh makomas sho'im b'kayit Mashiv Baruch Moed HaTol. There are places which have a minhag to say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaTol, as in Nusach Sfar, for example, say Moed HaTol. V'yachris kein Shamash koydem Musaf Yom Rishon Shel Pesach. The Shamash will announce in the same sort of way they do with Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem, say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaTol. V'oz maskinin lo imag kein gam balachash b'musaf ha'poskim lo imag Moed HaGeshem. Excuse me, I've got rid of this suit. What is going on here? Sure. Hold on. I'm done. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. I had some technical issue just then. Sorry about that. Hopefully it won't happen again. So just to finish off, we said Moed HaTol that the Gabba announced it first in the same way to Mashiv Baruch, and then you will say it in the silent Shemona Esrei, and you won't say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem, you'll say Moed HaTol. Seif base. If you made a mistake and you didn't say Mashiv Baruch Moed HaGeshem, Made a mistake. You didn't say Mashal Geshem. If you remembered before you said the conclusion to the bracha Mechayim Mesim, you say at the point which you remember, and you shouldn't say it in the middle of a particular inyan. So he gives an example. So he said it Mekayim Manasai, Omegam Kain Lashane offer, because that's one inyan. Then you'll say Mashavuach. And carry on again Micha. We go back to that point where you're supposed to say it. If you didn't remember until after the point, you said the full bracha of Mechayim Mesim. You need to go back to the beginning of Shemona Esrei. It's not good enough to go back to the beginning of Atok Gibor. Because the first three brachas of Shemona Esrei are considered one bracha for this particular inyan. That as in that if you didn't say one of these brachas correctly, that because it's all considered one bracha, it's not good enough. You have to go from the beginning again. However, if you didn't say it in Pesach, which anyway when we stop, you don't actually have to go back. See Gimel. In the places when somebody say Mashavuach Moed Tol, Im Tov Omagam came Gam B'Chorif. If he said the same thing in the winter, Im Loinis Ka'ad La'achar Sha'oma Baruch Ato Hashem. If you didn't remember until after you'd said Baruch Ato Hashem, Go Maha Bracha Mechayim Mesim. You complete the bracha Mechayim Mesim. But you don't go back because of Azkaras Geshem, because at the end of the day, Kivan Shekvar Zachar Tol, because you mentioned Tol, it's good. It's good enough. However, if you remember before you say Hashem's name, so the same thing as Mashavuach, you just say it in the same way you would in Mashavuach, finish an Indian, say it, and then carry on. Sif Dalad. Im Ta'ov Bakait, Va'oma Mashavuach Moed Geshem. However, if in the summer you made a mistake and you said Mashavuach Moed Geshem, Nizkar Kodim Sha'oma Bracha Mechaya HaMesim. However, if you remember before you said the bracha of Mechaya Mesim, Choyze Maschel Atok Gibor, you go back to the beginning of Atok Gibor. So, and he said just in parenthesis, he says, it's not considered going back. It's not considered as it's not within the din of chazor, as in going over something several times. Sorry, it's happening again. Sorry about this. Technically, I don't know what's happening. To be perfectly honest, it's a new computer. Please have Martin look at it. Anyway, sorry about that. Carrying on. So we're saying it's not within the Kedorim of Chazor, as in you're not allowed to go over things in Shemona Esrei time and time again, because the bracha needs to be a bracha without Mashavuach Moed Geshem. Therefore, you have to go over it because the bracha is not correct. Aval im lo nizkar la'achar shesiyem mechaya mesim. However, if you don't remember until you finish Mechayim Mesim, you go back to the beginning of Tefillah. However, if in a case where you just said Mashavuach, but you didn't say Moed Geshem, because there's no, if you like, he says in Mazik, which is damage, whatever that means. For you just carry Mechalkel Chaim. However, you said it on Shmini Atzeres, on either Mariv or Shacharis, where really you're not supposed to say it, and because anyway we're starting later, it's not a problem. You don't have to go back. So hey, sorry, see if hey. Maschilin loima talamata betfilas arvis shel yom shishim Lachar Tekufas Tishri. We start saying in Baruch Hashanim, we say Talamotza, we say it 60 days after the conclusion, the period of Tishrei, December, which is either the 5th or 6th of December. That's what we do in Chutzlar. And in Israel, now Israel, we start Maschilim Binel Shvi B'Mar Cheshvan. We say it from the night of the 7th of Mar Cheshvan. V'oimim ad Pesach, and you say it until Pesach. Siv Vav. Im Ta'ah v'lo Omar Talamota. If you made a mistake and you didn't say Talamota, Im Nizker Kodim Shasim HaBrocha. If you remember before you complete the bracha, Mevarach Hashomni, or Masham v'sein Talamota leVracha al Pnei Adam v'Sabin, you go back to that point where you say v'sein Talamota v'Chosim Kuar, and you finish as normal. If you don't, let's say you completed the bracha and you said the wrong one, you keep davening, and you go to the bracha, you wait till Shema Kileinu, and you say it after Reikam Al Tashiveinu. Then you carry on Ki Ato Shemeh. Now, feeling ladies can ask, Rak Achasham Baruch Hashem, Baruch Atah, Kol Shlei Amad Dainas Hashem. If you haven't said the Shem Hashem, and then carry on and go back again to Ki Ato Shemeh. Aval Limloinis Gadla Achash Shasim Baruch Hashem Tefillah. You go back to being a Baruch Aleinu. Once he said that pasuk, you have to go back to the beginning of Shemon Esrei and Davan Kuroi. That is the end of this and of this evening's, and it will continue tomorrow from Zion. Have a good evening.